I always love being in Mushida community. There is this high vibe, this go-getting kind of energy going on here, and it's always uplifting me. So it's such a pleasure and honor to be here with everyone. I'm sure that I will share from a point that what have I done, and not from like a teaching point, because I still learn a lot from a lot of you. So Mastermind, we all know that it's really a powerful tool, and yeah, one of my clients has joined. Okay, so it's really a powerful tool. It's very different to a mentor coaching. Uh, as you all know, Mastermind is like having accountability. I think at the very first phase of my business starting, I always remind myself, because I learned from all great people, that you need three elements for you to succeed in this journey. You cannot do it alone. Like if you are a really highly masculine action taking person, I know that you can trust yourself, but let me like inspire you a little bit that we can never do everything alone on this journey of business, because business is like a self-development class that we have to implement a lot of things. So at the beginning, I always remind that I have to have a mentor. I need to have a tribe, a community where I trust and I really love, and they are in the same like-minded vibe and mindset. And I need to have accountability, and that is mastermind partner. It's very different to coaching. This coaching is like you come in there, you share, and you ask for advice. Mastermind is really about you having that feeling of feeling so supported. Like maybe your mastermind partner doesn't know your answer. Honestly, we don't expect one another to know the answer, but we're gonna be able to share what we know already from the learning. So we usually mastermind in the same vibe, same tribe, where we have a same head coach, for example. So we have like a same knowledge base and same information. And then you have your mastermind partner to remind you that, oh, on this training, she already mentioned this, like your coach already mentioned it. Oh, on the other one, I already remember from this book that we have read, it said this, or like it's recommended steps. It's really, really powerful, because as a human being, we, even though we learn so much, we absorb so much knowledge, we still have a lot of blind spots. And that blind spot would need someone else who are at that same level of awareness or even higher to be able to point it out for you. So I would always love to mastermind with anyone who has a higher level of awareness. And Rashida, clearly she was a queen in her business. So um, it started out that I was looking for a mastermind partner, and I would say that if you have or you haven't got your mastermind partner, maybe it's somewhat inside of you, haven't been able to be open fully for that to come in. I always am about like energy space. And when you want something, but you haven't got that inside of your life right now, energetically inside of your field, without you knowing it, you still have some block. And when I was looking for a mastermind partner, I was like posting everywhere. I was asking everyone, but I know for a fact that I wanted a certain level of mastermind partner. I don't want just to have a beginner phase, because I had passed that, but I cannot reach to that level of like queen mastermind. I thought I couldn't. So what happened was I got a year and keep trying and keep looking, and I couldn't find anyone. Absolutely. But a lot of people was coming in and say, you are so inspiring, my but I'm on this side of the business, and I'm on this level. I don't think I would be a match for you. I think that you are way up there. I was like, no, I always consider myself as a very young and newbie into this business, but I was being able to consistently making 10K months. So I even I have that reality, I still identify myself as a very small fish in the tank. And what happened was, one day I was going on a bus, and I was like, dear God, I really pray for this one, because I have an amazing mentor, I have an amazing community. I do really want to have a accountability partner who I and her would be co-creating and uplifting one another. And I really am available for the right one. So I have that prayer. I am available for the right one. You know what? It took away a lot of the wrong people in my life. And then I also saw that I was still identifying myself was so small, and I decided to see myself bigger, because I always feel like if I mastermind with a queen level person, then who am I? So people usually ask, like, am I good enough, right? Are you guys always ask whenever you have a bigger dream, or like whenever you wanted to reach to that bigger game, you always ask, am I good enough? That true? So I remember that instead of asking, am I good enough? I have to ask a better question, because our brain always gives the answer for the question we ask. So instead of am I good enough, they would give you the reason of why you're not good enough. Like, oh, I'm still have a baby. I still am at this level and all of that. I stop and I say, okay, let's change it. And I ask myself, how can I be a better mastermind partner? What kind of version of who I am do I have to become in order to be that version? So I attract her into my life. And I realized that, oh, this is point A, like I need to have this community level quality. I need to start being more visible. I need to start seeing myself higher, because I am going to add value to her life, and she would be able to add value on my life. And we are not like, oh, I try to get this and I grab from her energy. No, I have to be at that level of energy so that I add on to her life and she add on to my life. It's equal exchange in energy. And once I was able to envision that and visualize that, I started to embody that. I started to embody that version. And Moshida came out of, I think I was giving one of the talk for her feminine leadership community talk once, and she loved it so much. I invited her on to my podcast, but I never think that she'll be at my level. Like, she always up there, and I always admire her. And one day she just out of nowhere asking me, are you still looking for mastermind partner? I'm about to finish this quarter and I'm looking for another one. Would you want to be mine? And that day was the day that I feel like I was proposed by like a great man, like high value man and all of that. And I feel really, really, really happy. And she didn't know the story. I never tell her, but at that moment I realized that, okay, manifesting money or manifesting client or manifesting mastermind partner is go through the same process. We have to, instead of asking, am I good enough? Ask a better question. Who am I to be that version that I would attract this kind of people? And once I have Moshida as a mastermind partner, we laid out a goal. Like we wanted to add on top of our income goal a certain amount of money. And for me, that was like nearly double of what I usually earn. That is a huge challenge for me because I have never done that. But again, with this fierceness inside of me, I said, okay, let's do it, because I know if she wanted and I also wanted, it meant to be happen somehow. And at the beginning, the first 3 months, second month, it didn't happen. And I always felt like, am I good enough? And that keep coming up again. And I know it's just a wounded side of me that having that, because she never come to me and say, Ma, you're not good enough for me. Like, she always say, Ma, you're amazing. Like, I always share this about you in my community. I was like, then this is something that I see myself and I have to heal that. And I think last month, which is October, I said, okay, this is coming to the end of this 3 months. And this is the goal that I set out with her. And I really wanted to manifest this, because it's not because that I need the money. It's not because that I can, because money can never go where you just want it out of, like, you can, like, if you earn 5,000 and then next month you want 10, it doesn't happen that way. Money goes where there is a purpose, a very good purpose. And the best purpose is to support another human being, or like another course of good acts. So I was writing it down, like, why do I want this money in my life? And what is the purpose of that to come to me? Because clearly I am not at the level who really desperately need that money. And then one of the things I wrote down was, I really wanted to inspire Moshida that she can do it too. I literally wrote that, Moshida, and I said that because this was the goal that we set out, and I know I'm good enough as a mastermind partner, and I really wanted to add to her life, and I really wanted to be that model and inspiration to other women, that she can have that too. So I started to realize that, okay, so this is a goal that I have. This is what I have made so far. What's left? How much left that I need? And then so the second step I did, it was clearly clarity. You have to get a really clear clarity. It doesn't mean like, oh, you want 20,000. So last October, so like you want to 20,000, but like you just keep thinking about 20,000, but you didn't realize that actually you have made 10,000 already. Like actually you just need to focus on the other 10. It's so much more doable. So what I realized was, okay, I've made half of that already, and I only need the other half. So how can I make the other half? Instead of asking, am I good enough to make the other half? I ask, how can I make the other half? And I keep asking that question. And one day I realized that I just need to sell 2 private coaching package for 6 months, and that would be done. Oh man, when you have that clarity and when you have that focus, that is the fire, and like it's like a fuel to the really fast car. It's gonna get right into the destination. So one of my secrets for manifestation is you really need to have clarity on what do you need. Like a lot of the clients come to me and say, I need the $2,000. I said, I don't feel that. What do you need by next week? And she said, oh, I need $500. And I said, that would do. And an hour after our call, she manifested $500. So when you have that clear goal and you don't just overwhelm yourself with big number, but you get down to the number, how much do you need to make left in order to meet your goal or your desire, and you have a clear purpose for that to come, then you come with a solution. It's going to show up for you. For me, it's really easy because I use a lot of feminine connection. But maybe you can just write down, how can I do it in my own way, own thinking way? Like how many clients do I have to sell? How many programs do I have to sell? How many people do I have to talk to sell that much? And the rest leads to universe, right? So I did that. I see the clear goal and I see that it's possible. Just 2 clients, that much money, 6-month package. And I start talking about it. I start showing the world. I have 2 weeks. The first week, I keep talking about it. I keep calling it in. I keep like telling people. Nothing happened. So the last week, it was like I think it was Tuesday. Like, and we have mastermind call usually on Sunday. It was Tuesday, and I asked my coach like, okay, I've done this, and it's still not showed up. What else didn't I do? And she said to send an email. She said that. She said like, if you want 2 clients, to send an email out. And I said, oh, great. Yes, I didn't think about it. And I sent an email out. And one of the existing clients, we signed up on that week. And one of the new clients came into my life on that week. And that is how I manifested double my income goal by the deadline that we set with Mashida, so that I can inspire her and we can have this chat today in order to say that, yes, we can have and ask for whatever we want. And co-creation, the collective energy is really powerful. And I feel like part of the reason, the really major of the reason that I can manifest it is because I mastermind with Moshida and we set that higher goal. Like it's totally overstretching. It's totally like not possible if I do it by logical thinking. But I have developed that great space that whatever is purposeful, is meant to be, it's going to be. So that is how it happened. So that is where I realized it's overflowing abundance is really important. Because as I mentioned at the beginning, that at the beginning, like last year, I always feel like Christmas is really a desperate time for me where I don't have enough money and I don't have enough like food on the table. I cannot buy my baby a lot of things. So I decided this Christmas is going to be a very different Christmas. My business didn't blossom like this forever. People come to me and say, I thought that you have been this amazing forever. Honestly, it didn't. For the first 15 months of my business, it was a lot of hardship. It was a lot of tears. It was a lot of prayer. It was a lot of waking up at night and never feel like I'm good enough and where's going to be the next program, the next thing. But now when I'm sitting at this level, I don't have this scarcity of where's the next client, where's the next money. And I started to realize what have changed in me that I changed this state of being. the change in me that I decided to embody my queen version instead of like always feeling not good enough and not qualified, because I was ambitious. A lot of you guys maybe from corporate, and we were trained to think that someone at the end of your working day hand you a guideline and say that you tick this, you tick that, you've done that, that is a great day. Like running your own business, no one would come inside your life at the end of the year, at the end of the quarter, hand you any paperwork or any recognition paper saying that you've done this, you've nailed this, you're a great employee and you're a great person. It's really owning your sense of worth. It's really about owning your sense of worth. It's really recognizing that I don't want money just because that I can and just because that I wanted to spend it recklessly. I want money to make better impact into this world. I want money to live a purposeful life. I want money to inspire and create more, even give back more to the community. So next month, we're going to give back so much more, right, Rashida? We're going to have an Asian summit. Like, it's a lot of work and we do it for free. So I want money not because that I can and I'm greedy, but I want money because this money will be able to be donated to this charity. This money, I would be able to do something else with that. I can do a podcast free. I can do a lot of free talks, and I can do a lot of free program as well. And that would create more impact. When I shift that mindset, instead of like chasing the money and always feel like money is like the sitting on my crown and it's like putting that as a pedestal, instead I put myself as a pedestal. And money is just there to support me, and whatever I can think of, I can have. Exactly in this way, whatever I can think of, I can have. So I think overflowing abundance is available for every one of us. It's nearly Christmas time. We deserve to have that overflowing abundance. And the best thing that I would love for you guys to do is to embodying your version when you are in Christmas, when you can spend that to your son or to your daughter, when you can give that to your mother and to your father. How proud are you going to feel? What kind of feeling do you going to feel inside of your body? Is it powerful? Is it excitement? Is it pride? Because that feeling you have to cultivate it every single day in your life. For example, if you feel powerful by the end of the year and you will be able to have this much money, right now, what would really help you to tap onto that powerful feeling? For me, powerful feeling comes from, I have amazing clients achieving things in their life and I feel unlimited. I feel like so powerful when I tap onto my manifestation power as well. So if I feel proud at the end of the year, so what can I do right now so that I can feel proud every single day? So embodiment, visualization and embodiment is really the key for you to get there faster. It's like shorten a lot of time, and truly my manifestation secret. And I hope that it's been helpful. So embodiment, and really allow yourself to decide that you're gonna get there. I changed from 2-3K month level to a 10K month level within 2 months, just because I decide that I'm gonna manifest this money to do coaching, but not just that money, but double of it. And I get double. And from then, I never say no to my desire anymore. And I know that humans are really, really have no limitation or potential. We only are the person who's getting our own way. When we have that desire, we usually ask, oh my God, is it too big? Am I too greedy? Or I feel guilty. Like a lot of people are even starving right now. Why do I need that money? Like we get ourselves out of that alignment. And when we don't take alignment action, we cannot get to the aligned goal. So that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you for allowing me to give out this information and inspire a lot of you guys to dream bigger and get bigger.